As our parents age, the roles in the family begin to shift. The people who once raised us, guided us, and protected us eventually come to rely on us in ways many of us never expected. For adult children, this role reversal can be a heavy emotional, financial, and logistical burden. But when siblings are involved, the tension often multiplies. What was once a team, brothers and sisters growing up together, can become a battleground of blame, resentment, and guilt. Why does this happen? Why do siblings, people who shared the same childhood home, memories, and values, find themselves in conflict when it comes to taking care of the people who gave them life? This is not just a logistical question. It's a deeply emotional one. In today's video, we're going to explore the psychology behind sibling conflicts over parental caregiving. We'll uncover the hidden emotional dynamics, the unspoken childhood roles that resurface in adulthood, and the cultural expectations that shape how we respond to aging parents. Then, we'll move into practical advice, what you can do if you're stuck in this situation and need a way forward. Let's begin. The caregiving conversation, a powder keg waiting to explode. Imagine this. A parent begins to show signs of needing daily help. Maybe it starts small, forgetting appointments, needing a ride to the doctor, or no longer being able to keep up with housework. Slowly, the needs grow. At some point, a conversation has to happen among the siblings. Who's going to help? Who's available? Who's willing? But instead of teamwork, what often follows is conflict. One sibling may live nearby, while others live out of state. One may have children of their own, another may be single, with more perceived free time. One may earn more money, and another may be emotionally closer to the parent. The imbalance of circumstances leads to a perfect storm of judgment, expectations, and resentment. Unfinished business from childhood. Often these arguments are not really about caregiving. They're about everything that came before it. Caregiving reactivates old family roles. The responsible one who always picked up the slack continues to do so, quietly resentful. The golden child may be expected to help more or less. The rebellious one may disappear entirely, continuing a lifetime of avoidance. Siblings unconsciously reenact the dynamics they had as children. They argue about chores, money, fairness, just as they did years ago. But now, the stakes are much higher. This is why some siblings seem to regress when their parents age. They're no longer just discussing elder care. They're reliving decades of emotional baggage. The myth of fairness. Another reason siblings clash is differing definitions of fairness. One sibling might believe that caregiving should be equally divided among everyone. Another might feel that whoever has the easier life, financially or logistically, should take on more. Still another might think that being the eldest or youngest carries a built-in responsibility. These beliefs often go unspoken. Instead of open dialogue, there's assumption, silence, or passive-aggressive behavior. Fairness in this context isn't always about equal time or money. It's about perceived effort, acknowledgement, and emotional recognition. A sibling who does the daily tasks may feel unappreciated, while another who contributes financially may feel dismissed. Both believe they're doing their part, but neither feels seen. Cultural and gender expectations. In many families, cultural norms also shape who is expected to step up. Daughters are more often assumed to be the caregivers, especially the eldest daughter. In some cultures, the eldest son may be expected to take financial responsibility, while the caregiving burden falls on his sisters. These expectations can be internalized so deeply that they go unquestioned until someone burns out or speaks up. Resentment can arise when a sibling feels trapped in a role they never consciously chose, while others seem to escape responsibility under the guise of tradition or gender roles. The guilt and grief behind the anger. It's easy to see sibling fights as selfish or petty, but often these conflicts mask deeper emotions: guilt, grief, helplessness. Caregiving can force us to confront our parents' mortality and our own. Some siblings may avoid the situation altogether because it's too emotionally painful. Others may overfunction, trying to fix everything to avoid feeling vulnerable. The sibling doing the most may feel unappreciated and angry, but underneath, they may also feel guilty. Guilty for feeling resentful, guilty for not doing more, guilty for having their own needs. The sibling who is less involved may feel judged and defensive, but beneath that, there may be shame or regret. These layers of emotion create a fragile emotional landscape where even practical discussions can erupt into full-blown fights. Money, the unspoken elephant in the room. Few things complicate family caregiving more than finances. Who pays for in-home care, assisted living, medical bills? If one sibling pays more, do they get more say? If another does the physical care, should they be compensated? Should caregiving time be counted against inheritance? Many families avoid these conversations out of discomfort. But the longer the money talk is delayed, the more likely it becomes a source of division and distrust. The invisible labor of caregiving. One of the most misunderstood aspects of this conflict is the invisible labor. The sibling who provides hands-on care may spend hours a day helping with medications, doctor's visits, cooking, emotional support, and more. This effort is often unseen by siblings who aren't there physically. They may assume the workload is minimal, especially if the caregiving sibling doesn't complain. When caregiving goes unacknowledged, it builds resentment. When financial contributions go unrecognized, that builds resentment too. Without active communication, each sibling starts to believe they're carrying the biggest burden, and no one feels validated. When parents fuel the conflict. Sometimes, aging parents unintentionally make things worse. Some parents may triangulate siblings, sharing different versions of the story with each child. Others may play favorites, overtly or subtly. A parent might tell one child, "You're the only one I can count on," making them feel indispensable and trapped. Others may refuse to accept help, putting the caregiving child in the position of being both nurse and negotiator. And still others may resist talking about the future at all, leaving their children to guess and argue over what's best. The reality: everyone's hurting. At the core of all this conflict, one truth remains: everyone is hurting. Caregiving is an emotional, spiritual, and psychological gauntlet. Even when siblings fight, underneath it all is love, twisted by years of unresolved wounds and unmet needs. No one wins when a family tears itself apart in the very moment it most needs unity. If you found yourself caught in sibling conflict over caring for a parent, know this: you are not alone, and you're not powerless. While you may not be able to control how your siblings respond, you can take specific steps to bring clarity, boundaries, and peace to the process. Here's how. 1. Name the dynamic without blame. Start by identifying the pattern without attacking anyone. You might say, "I've noticed we're all feeling a lot of pressure around Mom's care, and it's bringing up tension between us. Can we talk openly about how we're each feeling and what's possible?" Avoid accusations. Focus on observation and shared concern. 2. Define clear roles and expectations. List out caregiving tasks, medical appointments, financial oversight, grocery runs, emotional support, etc. Then, ask everyone to choose or commit realistically. It's better to have clarity than vague assumptions. Don't aim for 50-50. Aim for what's feasible and fair. 3. Acknowledge all forms of contribution. Respect that help comes in many forms: time, money, emotional presence, decision-making. If one sibling is providing more hands-on care, another may contribute financially or offer respite. Talk about it. Say thank you. Often. 4. Set boundaries for your own well-being. You can't pour from an empty cup. Don't let guilt push you into martyrdom. Set realistic limits. Take breaks. Seek therapy. Know that saying no at times is part of sustainable caregiving. 5. Involve a neutral third party. Sometimes what siblings need is a mediator, whether that's a social worker, therapist, geriatric care manager, or clergy member. Neutral parties help keep the conversation focused and reduce emotional escalation. 6. Create a care plan together. Put decisions in writing, schedules, finances, future wishes. Use shared documents or apps to track care responsibilities. This reduces misunderstandings and protects everyone. 7. Prepare for resistance and imperfection. Not every sibling will show up the way you want. That's painful. But expecting perfection only increases disappointment. Focus on what you can control: your attitude, your communication, and your boundaries. 8. Talk to your parent too. Include your parent in decisions whenever possible. Ask their wishes. Discuss future care needs before a crisis hits. This can reduce tension among siblings who might otherwise be guessing or disagreeing. 9. Forgive what you can. Accept what you must. Family isn't always fair. Some siblings will step up more than others. Some wounds may never fully heal. Choose compassion when possible, not just for them, but for yourself. You're doing something incredibly hard. As hard as it is to face these realities, they also offer an opportunity. When handled with care, honesty, and boundaries, caregiving can become not just a burden, but a catalyst for healing old wounds and rewriting your family's story. If this video helped you reflect or gave you some insight, Don't forget to like, share, or comment with your own story. You never know who else needs to hear it. Thank you for watching. And remember, you can care for others without losing yourself in the process. Take care of your heart too. See you in the next video.